If you've ever found yourself drowning in zucchini one week and scrambling for fresh lettuce the next, you're about to discover the game-changing technique that will transform your garden into a continuous harvest machine. Succession planting is the secret weapon that professional growers use to ensure their tables are never empty, and today we're diving deep into how you can master this powerful gardening strategy. Understanding the foundation of succession planting. Succession planting is essentially the art of timing your sowings to create overlapping harvests throughout the growing season. Instead of planting all your lettuce seeds on the same day and watching them bolt simultaneously, you'll plant smaller amounts every 10 to 14 days, creating a conveyor belt of fresh produce that keeps rolling from spring through fall. This technique works particularly well with fast-growing crops like lettuce, spinach, radishes, bush beans, and cilantro, but can be adapted for nearly any vegetable in your garden. The beauty of succession planting lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. When you stagger your plantings, you're essentially hedging your bets against weather disasters, pest outbreaks, and the natural tendency of many crops to mature all at once. Your garden becomes more resilient, productive, and manageable, giving you the steady supply of fresh vegetables that makes home gardening so rewarding. Timing your successions for maximum impact. The key to successful succession planting starts with understanding your crop's maturity dates and working backward from when you want to harvest. For cool season crops like lettuce and spinach, begin your first succession 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost date, then continue planting every 10 to 14 days until about 8 weeks before your first expected fall frost. This creates a continuous supply through spring and fall while avoiding the challenging midsummer heat. Warm season crops like beans and corn follow a different rhythm. Start these after soil temperatures reach their preferred range, then continue successive plantings every 2 to 3 weeks until about 10 weeks before your first frost date. The exact timing varies by variety, so always check your seed packets for days to maturity and adjust accordingly. Keep detailed records of your planting dates and harvest results to refine your timing for next season. Practical implementation strategies. Creating your succession planting system requires some upfront planning, but pays dividends throughout the season. Designate specific garden rows or containers for your succession crops, and prepare your soil in sections rather than all at once. This allows you to plant in prepared areas while other sections are still producing or decomposing previous plantings. Consider using modular approaches like raised beds or container systems that make it easier to manage different planting stages. Keep a steady supply of seeds on hand, stored properly in cool, dry conditions, and always plant 20% more than you think you'll need to account for germination failures and pest damage. Space management becomes crucial as your succession system matures, so plan for crops that can be interplanted or follow each other in the same space throughout the season. Advanced techniques for year-round success. Experienced succession planters often combine multiple strategies for maximum productivity. Try pairing quick-growing crops like radishes with slower ones like carrots, harvesting the radishes just as the carrots need more space. Use season extenders like row covers, cold frames, or hoop tunnels to push your succession plantings earlier in spring and later into fall, effectively lengthening your growing season by several weeks on both ends. Consider your family's eating habits when planning successions. If you eat salad daily, plant lettuce every week. If you prefer batch cooking with beans, space your plantings further apart, but plant larger quantities each time. The goal is creating a harvest rhythm that matches your lifestyle and preserves your enthusiasm for gardening throughout the season. Ready to transform your garden into a continuous harvest paradise? Start planning your succession schedule today, and don't forget to subscribe to Smart Garden for more game-changing gardening techniques. Share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to say goodbye to feast or famine harvests forever.